Hi guys, welcome to another episode of the Amazon Affiliate Niche course. And in this episode, what I'll be teaching you is how to write article for your niche site. Now, so far we've talked about selecting the right niche. We've talked about keyword research and computer analysis. And in the last video, I showed you how you can basically structure your site. So in today's video, I'll be showing you how to write article for your niche site. This is something very important. The truth is, creating articles for niche sites is like creating a stock, it's like creating what you want to sell to people, because people are coming to your site mainly because of the information you have to offer. So it is important that you put in your best in creating the articles that you want to post on your niche site. So basically, when people come to Google, let's say they want to buy a laptop computer and they say best gaming laptop for, let's say, for college students, for college, for example, just an example anyway. So people want to consume your content. They come and say, oh, so this site has written about best gaming laptop for college. Then they come, they click on it, it comes up, and they end up buying the laptop based on if they like what they see on the page. They end up buying the laptop. Now see, this is a typical review article. Now this is where I will start my information from. This is a review site. This is a review. Let me check if it's Amazon. This is an Amazon review site. Good. This is an Amazon review site. It's the type of site that you're trying to build. So I'll use the structure of this site to show you how articles are written for Amazon sites. But before we get started, let me introduce you to the type of articles that you will need for your site. There are two types of articles. The number one is informational article, and the second one is review articles. See, basically, informational article is there to inform, just as the name implies. You are not selling anything in informational article, but rather you are telling people about certain information that has to do with your site or some other article on your page. But review article, on the other hand, is promoting a particular product. Those are the best type of like the articles that come with best type of something, best this, best that. Those are review articles. Now on this same page, I want to show you the one that I opened initially is best gaming. This person is writing for best gaming laptop for college students, right? This is a review article. The idea behind it is to discuss blah 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 and review certain product. This one is reviewing like 8 different laptops, and from that page, from each of the review is linking to Amazon from there. So when anybody Google search that particular keyword, lands on this page, click here, they get redirected here, they buy the laptop, he earn certain commission for referring them to Amazon. That's how it works. Review article. But I'll come back to review article much later. For now, let us focus on informational article. Now on this same site, this is an example of informational article. How to end long load time in Rainbow X Siege. That is an example of information article. This is another site. This is one of my sites actually. It's kind of like new. This is an information article. How polyphenols can help protect you from heart disease. That is an information article. Take note that this is an Amazon niche site, but there is a mix of informational article and review article. Now the idea behind the information article is not that you are trying to sell anything, but basically you are trying to make your site informational. Like you are putting information that will help people. Aside from buying, you are putting information that will help people about certain topic. Now the idea behind information an article is this. It has just one. These are the goals of writing information article. Number one, you want to create a balance between the number of review article that you have on your site and the number of informational article that you have on your site. The truth is, Google does not like when a site is all about money. Like when you are writing best this, best that, best this, best that, it makes you look how do I put it now? It makes you look as if your site is created for money and money alone. You are not looking forward to adding values to people. So basically, you want to create informational article to strike a balance so that your site will not just be about best product recommendation, but rather a mixture of information and product. That is why on this site you can see that they have informational article. Here they are not promoting anything, they are just writing about why it takes so long to load in Rainbow X a particular type of product that they are promoting. They are just information. Did you notice that there are no click here to buy on Amazon button there? No, they're just trying to inform people about certain things that might help them. That is one of the goals of informational article. Then to gain backlink is another goal. So most of the time I'll talk more on the backlink type when we get to the SEO session of the training, but usually you need backlinks to point to your site. I would not like to go into this. We'll talk more about it so that you not get things confused, but that is one of the goals of informational article. And another thing is, informational article might go viral. Let me show you an example now of informational article going viral. I think Boncute is noted for that. It's an education. Boncute is a toy article, like a kid article on toys. So they have this. This is an example of informational article: how to raise eco-conscious kids. Different. So when they write articles like this, it has a tendency of going very, very viral. People will share it all over the internet, and before you know it, see, this particular article has been read 30,000 times. So you can't neglect the fact that there are times when people will read your information article, they will click from the information article to some other review article and they will end up buying. So information article is another way to promote your site. If you are good with social media, you can write information article, share it across platform, people read, they gain insights, you start getting to visitors to your site. Those are one of the goals. And to educate your reader, that is the first thing that I said. You want to give information about a particular thing. This is what I did here. So I have an article about polyphenol supplements, best polyphenol supplements, but then I had to create a supporting content on how polyphenol can help can protect somebody from heart disease. So the idea there is, from this article, I'm linking to best polyphenol supplements article. So it's like creating what we call topical relevance on Google. The idea behind topical relevance is that if you have a page, you don't want the page to be isolated, right? You want to have other content that is related to that particular page. See, for example, now I have a page that is ranking for best polyphenol supplements in 2018. If you Google search this one anywhere in the world, you will see that this site will be on number 1 for that particular keyword. So it's a ranking factor actually to make sure that your page is not isolated. So this is it. See, best polyphenol supplements. It's actually one of my sites. So the idea there is this. Aside from this review article, I have like 2 more articles about polyphenols. They are informational article. One is how polyphenol can protect you from heart disease, and the other one is 10 foods and drinks that are rich in polyphenols. So from within this informational article, you are linking to best polyphenol supplements. If you click here, I'm linking to it. So it's like creating a topical relevance such that the particular page is not isolated. It has different kind of information about that topic. So that is what information articles are meant for. Usually information articles are shorter and they are easy to write as compared to review article. You can just hire anybody to write information article for you. Just tell them, okay, I want an article on 10 foods and drinks that are rich in polyphenol. You can just Google search, they will come up with the contents in their own words. That is basically the idea behind informational article. It doesn't have to be detailed like that. It doesn't have to be very, very long. 700 words is ideal for most information article. The idea is to create a topical relevance around the keywords you are trying to rank for. So, but for review article, this is what is also known as money article. This is the article that will bring money, that will bring people to your page. Example of a review article is best polyphenol supplements, just like I said. And another one is the other one that we checked, like the best gaming laptop for college students. Those are examples of review article. In this type of article, basically what you are doing is you are talking about 5 or 10 products. This one has 5 products actually. So you are reviewing 5 products, and from the review you are linking to Amazon, so that when people click on that on that product, on this link, they end up on Amazon, and when they buy, or whatever it is that they buy in the next 24 hours, you earn money from it. That is the idea behind review article. You are analyzing a particular product, a list of products. It might be 5, might be 10, might be 8. It depends on how long you want your article to be. So this one, for example, they are reviewing 5 different gaming laptops for college students. This one is reviewing 5 type of polyphenol supplements. So let us look at how to write a review article. So whenever you see an article that is about best something, they are review articles. And the idea behind this review article is that if you can remember the KGR that we researched earlier in the training, those are the type of article that you use your KGR keywords to write. So remember we talked about best cake pan for lamb ribs, something like that. So you pick a KGR keyword, then you write an article around that KGR keyword. That's like the concept behind review article. So most of the time, the keyword research that you've done, you take that KGR keyword and write around the particular keyword for your money article. We call it money article or review article. So how do you write review articles? First, a typical review article will have 5 different sections. Sometimes it might be 4, sometimes it might be 5. It depends on how lengthy you want your article to be. But this is a typical structure of what a review article should look like. You should have an introduction section. This is it. Look at this article. This is the review article. This is the introduction. From here to here. That is the introduction part of the article. Usually it's no more than 150 to 100 words. Sometimes it should not be shorter than that. Sometimes it can be longer, sometimes it can be shorter. Then you want to talk about the criteria for selecting the product that you are reviewing, right? So an example of that is what they've done here. Look at what they've done here. This is the introduction. This is the introduction part. Then after the introduction, they have gaming laptop guide for college students. These are the criteria. They check the portability. Is it portable? They write something small about it. They have like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So they have 8 criteria that they used in judging the selection of products. So for each of the criteria, what they did basically is write like 100 or 150 words for each of the criteria. On portability, they wrote something. On CPU, they wrote something. So that is it. You want to write about the criteria that you considered in selecting those products. The idea is to create generally informational content so that your article will not just be about reviews. So at least that way you can rank for more keywords that are related, because there are so many keywords other than the primary keywords that you are targeting, and your article will rank for many keywords aside from the primary keyword. So let me show you an example of what I mean. Take for instance now, let me show you a backend for something. Now this page is about best polyphenol supplements, but it contains other parts too. Parts like some more other details within the structure of the article. So let me show you a particular page. This is called Google Search Console, by the way. You don't have to bother yourself about it. I just want to show you briefly. Something briefly about the characteristics of having informational content alongside your review article. So even though this is the primary keyword that we are trying to target, this page is still ranking for different variation of that keyword, and it's ranking for 52 keywords, whereas the primary keyword we are targeting is just 1. Now by the time you accumulate all these search volumes together, it turns into a very huge keyword that at the end of the day, if you end up ranking for them, you earn so much from it. So that's just an overview of why having something like this criteria is important when you are writing your review article. So you pick about 3 or 4 criteria, then you write 50 or 100 words about it. After that, you go into product review proper. This is where you go to amazon.com. and select 5 or 10 products that you write about. Let's say one of your keywords is pancake, or mixing bowl, for example, mixing bowl. So what you want to do is come here and type in mixing bowls, mixing bowl, mixing bowl. You want to write you want to review product about Beck's mixing bowl. So you come here and type mixing bowl on Amazon. Then you look at the products that are listed. Now, your product selection criteria is very simple. You want to select products that are reasonably priced, and product that has at least 4-star rating. Anything less than 4-star, don't select, don't write about it. It means the product is not good, right? So 4-star rating, and that has at least 10 previous reviews from customers. So if I'm writing about mixing bowl, for instance, this is a good one because it has more than 4-star rating and it has over 800 reviews. The same thing with this, the same thing with this. So that is how you select your product. Once you come to Amazon, you select like 5 or 10 of these, right? Then you write about them explicitly rather. So you write about them just like we've done here. See, we select 5 products, then we write about each and every one of them. We write about, I think, about 200 words or 150 words on each of them. So yes, now when you are writing your product review, let me show you how to write a product review, individual product review. Now, so after you must have written the introduction, the criteria for selecting the product, and you selected 5 or 10 products that you want to review in that particular article. For each of the products rather, you write about them. This is how you come up with what you write. You read these things that is in here. You read them so you have an understanding of what the product is all about. This is how you come up with stuff that you write about in your article. You can write, okay, it comes in 5 sets, it comes with spoon and all of that. Then you come to customer review section too. These are people that have gotten the product in time past. Now, there is one catch to it. Make sure that you use these words for the products that have this kind of stuff, that have this kind of keyword legend. Make sure that you use these keywords in your article, because when people are searching normally, it shows that these are the keywords that are always in their search query. So you might want to write, it's a good measuring cup. It comes with a measuring cup. This mixing bowl is also compatible with measuring spoon, the cups and spoon, the bowl sets. Try and find a way to use some of these keywords in your article, and you can, if you take your time to go through the review of previous buyers, it will be very, very easy for you to come up with what to write about each of the products. So typically, let's say you're writing about this particular one. Let's see an example on Google. Best mixing bowl. There is nothing wrong in checking Google and see if there are articles about it. Then you read about it, and with that you can come up with your own article in your own words. So this is a particular review article. See, this is the introduction, and then they select 5 products to review. See, blah blah blah, this is the name of the product. If you ask me which I prefer, glass or stainless bowl. So you just read stuff like this, and you come up and you go to the page and come up with your own idea of the product too. So your target is to write at least 100 to 150 words on each of the products. So by the time you are done reviewing 10 products, you have 1000 words already. It is very easy to do. It is not complicated at all. Very, very, very easy. Something that I do almost every day. Then once you are done reviewing all the 5 or 10 products, then you choose an overall best. Usually it is the most expensive that you choose. It is for, at the end of it, for your own benefit. So you choose an overall best. One of all these products that you review, just tell them of all the products that have been reviewed, the best one, the one we consider the best of all is this particular product, because it comes in clinical. You just find 2 or 3 benefits that you've mentioned about, to reiterate it in this. Then the best, but you choose another one, the best budget. You say, yes, if you are low on budget, this is the cheapest that you can buy and that's worth your money. And then you have a concluding part or not. So your target is to have a minimum of 1000 words per review article, nothing less than that. It can be as much as, in fact, I have articles that are up to 5000 words, 6000 words, 7000 words, but I would not advise that you do that, because most of the keywords that you are targeting here, they are easy to rank for, so you don't have to write long articles. 1000 to 1500 words is ideal. So that is that about writing review articles. Then in the second part of this video, because I don't want to bombard you with too much information, we'll continue with some other factors to consider when writing review articles.